Madam President, for 25 years, the Venezuelan people have suffered. They have endured the Chavez-Maduro despotic regimes that stole their money, ruined their country's infrastructure, destroyed public services, tortured their politicians, and tried to destabilize the whole region. One little factoid: at one point, Venezuela had the third richest economy in the Western Hemisphere per capita, and now their per capita income is that of Haiti. They've gone from third to being the worst. But Venezuela's freedom-loving citizens kept fighting. Yesterday, again, they went out to vote for freedom in a movement led by Maria Corina Machado, the opposition leader who was herself barred from running, and Edmundo Gonzalez, the opposition's candidate. The result was an overwhelming win for the opposition and for democracy. And here's Maria, and here's Edmundo. Multiple exit polls and quick counts showed the opposition winning by more than 30%. Edmundo Gonzalez won with the largest landslide in Venezuelan history. This landslide win comes despite the regime's efforts that barred the vast majority of the 8 million Venezuelan exiles from voting. The real electoral numbers were so bad that the regime simply stopped counting votes and made up numbers. Now, Venezuelans obviously want change, and the regime does not. They are desperately holding on to whatever power they can grab. This is a critical moment in our hemisphere. Do they have to wait another 25 years of tyranny and repression when they're just 3 hours from the United States? Do we, the United States, allow the Russians, the Chinese Communist Party, drug cartels, Iran, and others to use Venezuela as ground zero in their plans to harm the United States and our allies in the hemisphere? Do we allow Venezuela's collapse to eventually flood the United States with refugees? We need to change course. It starts by recognizing President-elect Edmundo Gonzalez. It starts with an international coalition to ensure the political transition that Venezuelans already began at the polling booth. The world knows what happened at the ballot box over the weekend, but we must have the courage to come together, stand against Maduro, and tell him, not this time. I stand here today saying so, not this time. Maria Corina has always said her fight will go until the end, as she puts it. The free world must ensure that this is not the end. With that, I yield.